Welcome to the Chatham County Polling Places and Early Voting Sites GIS web application. Within this application, voters can perform a variety of tasks related to voting within Chatham County, North Carolina. The application defaults to the Election Polling Places tool shown on the right-hand side of the screen. To use this tool, simply enter your address and choose from the list of addresses shown. Once you've selected your address, the application will place a pin on the map for your address point, highlight your voting precinct, and highlight the polling location that you need to vote at on Election Day 2016. Additional information for this polling location is provided on the right-hand side of the screen, such as location address, polling hours, and contact information for that polling location. Additional links to a sample ballot for Chatham County, absentee ballot request application form, and a voter registration application form are provided within the information dialog. There's also a link to the Board of Elections homepage for Chatham County should you have additional inquiries or questions for the Chatham County election staff. An additional tool that is provided within this application is an Early Voting Centers Near Me widget. The Early Voting Centers Near Me widget will allow users to enter an address, as we did in the previous tool, select from the address list, and the tool will place an address point on the map. It will then use a proximity buffer to find all early voting centers within that specified proximity buffer. If we increase the buffer distance to 20 miles, we will see all 4 early voting centers for Chatham County in North Carolina in 2016. Simply select the early voting center that you'd like to vote at, and the tool will provide additional information for that site. There's also a link to early voting dates and times within that dialog, which will provide you with early voting dates and times for all 4 early voting centers in Chatham County. As the previous tool showed, we can use this to also get directions from our chosen address to the early voting center location. There's also an additional information tool within this application, which provides valuable links to resources and information about who to contact regarding this GIS web application, or also about elections questions. The last thing I'd like to show you is a Verify Voter Registration link on the top-hand side of the screen. Simply click this link and it will take you to the North Carolina State Board of Elections site where you can verify your voter registration. I'd like to thank you for visiting the GIS Elections web application, and please contact the GIS staff with any feedback or questions you have regarding this application.